Today, we're introducing a brand new series where we pit old golf equipment versus brand new, modern, high-end tech. It's old versus new, but we're calling it retro golf. And this isn't just random old junk. We're bringing back old school, nostalgic-inducing gear from the past that golfers yearn for. We have some solid ideas in the queue, but we wanted to start off with a heavy hitter. Today, we're putting up the brand new Titleist TSR against one of the best-selling drivers of all time, the Titleist 975D. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. All right, a little history first. Titleist manufactured the 975D driver between 1998 and 2001. Man, time flies. That's over 20 plus years ago. We had Bill Clinton getting impeached. We had Woodstock 99. If you know, you know. I mean, we barely had the internet back then. And we have Tiger Woods winning his first Open and becoming the youngest player in the world to ever win 4 major championships. All right, you get the point. And speaking of Tiger, he used this driver right here during the 2001 PGA Tour season. You young bucks out there might not remember, but this driver was one bad mamma jamma back in the day. Not only did Tiger win the Tiger Slam with it, David Duval became the #1 golfer in the world with it. Remember him? It's also one of the best-selling drivers of all time. It was the #1 played driver on the PGA Tour as well. And you can also get it for about 19 bucks right now on eBay. Not too bad for one of the best drivers of all time. Now, on to the competitor, the Titleist TSR. This is their flagship driver and it's brand new. But we've already been able to put it through its paces, and let me tell you something. For an independent outlet like mygolfspy to have 4 of its staff members have one of these in the bag, that's saying something. So far, this thing looks like the real deal. All right, let's get to the specs. For the TSR, the new driver, we've got a 10-degree head with a 45-inch shaft with a stiff flex. These heads are 460 cc's. Now on to the 975D. We have a 9.5-degree head at 44.5 inches, stiff flex, and a whopping 260 cc driver. That's 200 cc's smaller than the modern driver TSR. Let's get to our testing and how we performed it. We brought in 9 testers for all 3 swing speeds, low, mid, and high. Each tester hit each driver 10 times for a total of 180 shots. These protocols are similar to how we perform mygolfspy most wanted testing. But just remember, these tests are all about fun and nostalgia, so just sit back and enjoy. All right, now we're gonna get to the good stuff, and we're gonna start with the high swing speeds. If you're 105 or above swing speed, you are definitely gonna wanna see this. For the 2022 brand new Titleist TSR3 driver, we have a ball speed number of 159.4. 975D, the one from 1998, 152.7. It's a difference of almost 7 miles per hour. That's huge in today's time. Now, let's go to carry. For the Titleist TSR3, the 2022 driver, 272.9 yards. For the 975D, 246.26. That's a difference of 27 yards almost. That's massive. That's almost 3 clubs difference on your next shot. Now, let's go to total. For the 2022 model, the TSR3, 290.6. 975D, it just couldn't compete. 262.3. A difference of almost 30 yards. All right, and now to the meat of the golf industry, the mid swing speed. If your swing speed is between 90 miles an hour and 105, this is what you need to listen to. I'm gonna start with ball speed once again. You just don't see numbers that often like this, at least when you're comparing 2022 to 2022. We're looking at over 25 years, but a difference of 6 miles an hour ball speed is still incredibly significant. That's game changer on the course. We're looking at 18.2 yards of carry distance and over 20 yards of total distance difference if you are in the swing speed. So once again, if you're playing the 975D still, 20 yards is a lot. It might be time to look for a new driver, or at least demo one. Do you have a swing speed of 90 miles an hour or below? This is for you. These are for the lower swing speed golfers. All right, first we're gonna start with ball speed. We'll start with the new driver first, the Titleist TSR3. It was 115.4 miles an hour ball speed, with the old 975D coming in at 111.1, with a difference of 4.3 miles an hour ball speed. Still very significant at those speeds. Then let's go on to carry distance. There was a difference of almost 9 yards, with the advantage going to, once again, the new driver. And total distance of 8.24 yards. Still, major gains at a lower swing speed that we just don't see very often inside our lab. All right, if you're one of those golfers, and I know there are a lot of you out there that are still playing and loving the 975D, it's game over. It's time to level up. 30 yards is a significant amount of difference, and it is definitely impacting your score. All right, the two major takeaways from this test are this. If you were wondering if a 25-year-old Titleist can compete with a new one, it can't. It's not even close, and here's why. On dead center shots, don't get me wrong, the old Titleist still feels pretty good, and ball speeds weren't that bad. But on off-center shots, the technology has advanced so much with these modern drivers that you just can't compete anymore with a new 2022 model. It's just like I said, not even close. You're talking almost 30 yards of difference, and most of that's coming on high toe, low heel, you know, the shots that you and I hit every round. I hope everybody out there enjoyed the first episode of Retro Golf as much as I did. And in the meantime, if you want to see any old stuff covered in these videos, let us know below. And until then,